pleased to see these little huts here. There's a hut there, there's another one down here. Those huts are comparatively easy to take out. So I'm hoping for another patrol mission. Ooh, we're getting 2,180. I forgot we were getting the extra lump sum at the end. Baldor the Bull and Elbrick. Okay, I might even hire both of them. Please have stars enranged. He doesn't have stars in range defense, but the fact that he's tough, I think I can keep him. I mean, 8 base range defense is nice. As long as I can get his range defense up to about at least 20 at level 11, then range defense plus anticipation, he should be fine. What up, Kenny? It's going okay, actually. Okay, so Nut Smasher is next in. So we've got Nut Smasher the Archer. The good news is he's a archer that I'm not looking to replace. We can keep him. Olaf, you are level 6. You can become properly, like, you know, second string now. As a Fletcher, I just need him to make a mastercraft bow and then he can get fired. Harsh, I know, but that's the reality of how Battle Brothers works. 56 range skill. He's already better than these two nerds at level 3. Cuny Birch. You know what? I'm just going to give him a hunter's bow. He's not actually doing very much with that crossbow. And then Olaf. Ah, yes, excellent. I kind of feel like that I do want nets there. And one thing I'm missing here is nets. I reckon we'll drop the pikes for nets. Raptor Blade is bummed out. He wants to see some action. You're a Hammer Raider. Is anybody up here marked for replacement? Yes, Baldrick was only holding your place until you are in better shape. I do need fully repaired armor though, but I think we should be able to get our hands on some tools. Also, that Skirmish Axe is worth a pretty penny, as is that one. What kind of prices are we being offered here? If I can get a decent amount of money, I can maybe even go straight for that second hunter, which would be bloody great. 90, 120. I think we go for it. Yeah, we'll have 400 gold after buying him. Is that a spare mace? No, it's not. That's the only mace we have, really. Okay, I'll tell you what, Malva, you just use an axe. Break shields there. Alvarin, 63 accuracy, you can use a flail. 57, yeah, a spear is fine for you. 68, you can use a flail. And 64, we don't really have great weapons, so just keep using a spear. Lads, remind me to hang on to the next Morning Star that we find. This was such a great find, this noble sword. Bloody wonderful. Also, even though his accuracy says 59, it's actually 65. Because of the plus 10% from Fearless. Thanks, Kenny. So, I don't know how many episodes you've watched on YouTube, but I mean, episode 5 in season 8 is where I got wiped on the first playthrough. And because it was only 5 episodes in, I thought, what the hell, let's just get straight back into it. Lads, I think we go for the second hunter. Let's see what this mission is. Go to the place and fetch the thing. Let's do it. Alberic, welcome. So I'm still low on tools. Actually, oh, beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. He's got 2 stars in arranged and he's determined. Fuck yes. So who's next in line? Griff is next, but he wanted to be a squire. Kaber is after that, but he wanted to be a tank. So Mizuma, you're going to be this superstar of an archer. Or maybe I'll make you the crossbowman, because I'm tempted to go. I've got 3 ranged fighters. We go. Well, we still got 1 more to be replaced. So these 2 can be our archers. And then the third one, I'm wondering whether I should go 3 archers. So I've got 3 warbows, or 2 warbows and 1 crossbow. The crossbow could be useful. What I'm tempted to do is, on all of my ranged guys, the crossbowman takes crippling strikes and crossbow mastery. So whatever he hits, he's inflicting an injury. And then the archers use executioner. So what's kind of annoying is I know that these 2 are marked for replacement, but I kind of I just want them to stick around. You can all balance. Wants to be a squire, Kaber wants to be a tank. You, the crazy Finn, what do you want to be? I'm just thinking, like, I mean, I've got an archer who I need to get into the fight now, but I'm maybe thinking, just because of the ambition we have to get people with mastery, maybe I'll just keep leveling Cunibert and Sigmund until they hit level 5 and then get rid of him. I tell you what, let's, just for the time being, and this is not going to be a permanent thing, we'll go back to the old 4 archer setup. Like so. This is only until these replacement guys have hit level 5. Then we'll get raid-ins back in. Okay, good. This could be interesting. We've got loads of ranged fighters. I mean, we're actually going into a mission now where I don't really want the ranged fighters. Also, we need to do some swapping around of armor here because I didn't buy enough tools to repair this stuff. You wanted to be a Kenny there. Well, I can give you one of the guys who are marked to be replaced, but I mean, they're going to be replaced. You know, I'm going to fire them pretty soon. Like Olaf, I'm only keeping him around so that he can maybe make us a... It's a wild balance here. Basically, you're just going to be on the front line, really. A raider. I don't really make dual purpose guys. They're either only melee fighters or only ranged fighters. I'm just thinking this is going to be a fight against those... what are they called again? The skeletons, probably, so... Swords and spears is the way to go. If it is, then I might actually leave all of my archers behind because they're obviously useless against those skeletons. Anyway, we've talked enough. Let's go kill some skeletons. And what? 229 is not bad. I'll pay that price. One more, and I need 30 odd more. Sell a sword. I don't need this many swords. West of Hornhelm. Oh wow, it's quite far. Okay, alright. Kenny Powers, you say? I will do, but you're going to have to be a bit patient, I'm afraid. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th in line. I'm feeling very good. We need one more ranged, specialist ranged person who I don't want to get rid of, and then we've got a full set of guys. What I'm really hoping is that that Fletcher we saw in that southerly village is going to have what we need. So there's a chance we might actually have to fight this. And if that is the case, I'm pretty damn sure that it's going to be against zombies, and therefore the archers are going to be no good. Here's what we do. We just go full pikes. Who 50 melee skill, 48, 56 is pretty good, 64. 57 plus determined. Leofric. Okay, so I've been mispronouncing it. Is that some sort of well-known character or something? Leofric. Oh my god, Stobbie, don't you know how to pronounce his word? Fucking nerd. I'm just taking a quick look at the armor. We're good. I'm hoping I don't have to fight here, because if we do, some of these frontline lads are going to be taking shots from bladed pikes, which really fucking hurt. Let's make sure we take all the nets that we can. If we are fighting legionaries, I'm going to want to have these nets. Okay, you step over the collapsed fortress, points out the standard. Kopesh, no, just take the standard. That was easy enough. If it was a war scythe, I would think about that long and hard. A war scythe is amazing, and I put it on my sergeant. Swing it in a big line, decapitate fools. Having to do all this rejigging of armor is a touch annoying. But we do it anyway. Yeah, so Cunibert, you are either going to be shooting your bow or breaking shields. Nut Smasher, you are going to be stabbing people in the nuts or shooting them in the nuts. New the Knight, I don't think you need to move forward and help dagger anyone. I think you're probably better to just raise morale and then net high value targets. Sigmund, you are going to shoot people in the face or stab them in the face. And Alberic. And it's not Alberic, this is next in line. Christoph Mellis. Two Fs. Yes. Welcome, Christoph. You are going to be an amazing archer. Look at that. 56 plus 10%, so 61 range skill at level 1 with 2 stars. Oh, I have such high hopes for him. So my archers I'm going to level a little bit differently than what I normally would. Normally I would go student, bullseye, anticipation, bow mastery, footwork, berserk, killing frenzy. The point is I'm not going to take battle forged and put them in that 150 point armor. This time I'm going to take nimble and recover and keep them in, well, I'd say worn chain is probably like this is 14 points of fatigue off for them. It's not so bad. One thing that I would love to have in this game is if I could like have a layout and then save it as a preset, you know, like call it like the zombie weapon layout, and then you just click it and it goes straight to it. So having to rejig all these weapons can be a little bit frustrating. I need to fire some people, but I really can't. I mean, I need everyone. Bjarni is a backup. Well, also, He is a replaceable sword range raider, but he's a brain damaged cultist. 64 accuracy is actually fine, and I mean, I just want him to start converting people. Backup sergeant, main banner boy, and replacement archer who's a bowyer. So I need to have him around so that he can make a masterwork bow. The second he makes a masterwork bow, he's fired. Just don't let him know that, because I kind of don't want to, incentivize him. You step out of your tent to survey the men. Great many of them are freshly hired grunts, nervously buddying up with one another, or trying their hand at some of the weapons. New the night, Bannerborough comes to your side. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you'd hire a bunch of meat for a thresher. How about I whip them into shape? Teach them fight man against man is melee skill. Put bow and arrow is ranged. Because we've got a few level 1 archers, and I would normally take melee skill, but I'm going to take fatigue. Oh, look. But the thing is, okay, good. So that's crossbowman, raider, crossbowman, archer. So some of the lads are exhausted. That's fine. I like that. Good. Normally I would take melee skill, but that would have been wasted on the archers. Bow making slave. Yep, that's all he's around for. He's there to make tea for everybody in the morning and to crank out a masterwork bow. So I need to get my hands on some of that fancy wood as soon as possible. Blue skull, what is it? Fighting men, greenskins for 3 skulls. Nope, that's too scary right now. Tools is fairly cheap. I don't need the crossbow. I think I'm going to be going full archery. I'm actually tempted to sell this fighting axe. It's such good money. I should actually take a look at which of these cities has that fancy wood. So I'm looking for a lumber yard. Nope. Nope. Well, I suppose it would be most likely to be near one that's in a forest. Ore smelter, workshop. Oldberg. Hunter's cabin. Tanner's leather. Ore smelters. Goat pens. I don't see any lumber mills. I think there's not a single lumber mill on this entire map. That's unlucky. So no masterwork bow for me this playthrough. Oh, there it is. Okay, Finsterwalder. We'll have to go there especially to Finsterwalder. Let's keep heading south. Keep doing some work. Keep getting patrol missions, particularly up south here. Up north, there's a bunch of these places that I can go hit. That rotten hut, and the nice thing about having so many ruins is that they are producing patrols that go out into the world, which are relatively easy ways to get heads, particularly zombies. Like, it always makes me so happy when I get a patrol mission that says bring back 25 heads. You walk to the nearest crypt and there's 25 armored Wiedergangers just running around. It actually meets Darkwoods. Oh, that's cool. I feel like the provisions rate is a bit higher than it would be. Is 8 of them. That's doable. Should we farm them for some experience? I don't think so. How long until this is gone? A leader. There's only 7 of them. Oh, hell yes, I'm going to take that fight. So these lads who are exhausted, we need to take out. So Bjarni, you can go to the front line. Raidens is a sergeant. I don't need him there up front. Baldrick, you're the backup banner sergeant. I think I can justify putting you on the front line. And then we'll have your Raidens, the sergeant. And Olaf, the archer. And over all your gear, Nut Smasher. You've earned a bit of time off. Okay, Raidens, you need a pike. Who's carrying your pike? Oh no, you need the two-handed axe. Currently being carried by Kilibert. Yeah, so this is exactly what our final setup's going to be, except that the axe guys will be off by 1 hex. Exhaustion, I think, lasts 3 to 5 days normally. We got this like a day or two ago, and there's still 1 or 2 left. That's great. So everybody up front has at least basic mail. Whoopsie, that's not right. So in terms of the formation, let's see here. 51 accuracy on Baldrick. You can use the axe. You've got decent fatigue. Actually, no. Just use a round shield. Stabber. 64 accuracy on Bjarni. Let's see, I reckon I give him flail maybe? Yes. Elverin, you can use a spear. Okay, this is a decent little setup. Let's go get that bandit leader, but I've got to bear in mind, hang on, I must make sure I have my nets. And everybody up front needs daggers and wooden sticks. And that dog could come in useful as well. One of you lads is actually a dog handler, aren't you? Ah, here it is. Marvis, but he's exhausted. I'm going to be grateful for these wooden sticks when I need to bonk that bandit leader on the head. This should be a pretty good fight. It's just getting dawn. They've got 1 marksman and we've got 3. Quickly want to hit them before we get attacked by those goblins. Let's just pray that this leader has some good armor. Oh jeez, that's a tier 2 crossbow. Ugh. But my archers are starting on height advantage, so that's about as good a start as I can hope for. I'm going to wait and just hope he moves forward to get into range, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he's not actually in range yet. Very often he'll move forward, take a shot, and then you can clean him up with your archers. You just have to hope that he doesn't headshot someone. Ooh, that's lamellar armor. That's 240 points of armor, and he's got a heater shield and a noble sword. Oh yes, boys. Oh yes. Oh, oh god, that's terrifying. Oh, god damn it, Christoph. Skinny bird. Yes, headshot. Hold the line, lads. Miss. Oh, Jesus, that's so scary. Oh, you mother... Okay, Baldrick, we've got to be careful with Baldrick. I should have split my flails up more, because now my 2 flails are against guys that... Oh. Wearing helmets. I needed my flails to be against those non-helmet wearing nerds. Yes, Christoph. Oh yeah. Lovely, lovely stabby time. Zalia just casually taking out his wooden stick. This bandit raider's like, why is he taking that stick out? Whatever for. Thing is, oh god, he's got shield expert, damn it. And I can't swing it the second time because all three of these guys are in contact with Baldric and they could quite easily kill him. Oh, bad miss, Lofric, fuck's sake. Now we're gonna focus this nerd down. Oh, fucking swing and a miss. Good hit, nice. Oh, god, that hurts. Yep, flail with no shield. God damn it. That was our backup sergeant. Well, I still got the 2 sergeants, and we can just hire someone else who's going to have the stats we need. Still super annoying though, and the fact that 2 of them are confident is a concern. Let's see if we can't convince them to not be so confident. Dodging. Fuck, I needed that axe also to break his shield. But Radians will just switcheroo and then break that shield. Biani's hurting. Can you fucking stun this guy? God damn it. Well, on the next turn, then Radians can break that shield. Biani's marked for replacement, so it doesn't really matter if he dies, but still we'll try to keep him alive. Yes! Well struck, Biani. That's what I'm talking about, Zalia. Good work. And Christoph. I think actually running for the flank is a better option than keeping height advantage and potentially shooting one of our own guys. So this guy's luck's going to run out. Oh! Ouch! Careful with that. Good, I needed that with Biani's fleeing. Oh, good dodging there, Alvarin. Raidens, you aren't going to have the fatigue to break his shield, so New the Knight may as well just stab. This guy's worrying me. Sakes. Oh, yes. Okay, Journo. Just keep him stun locked. God damn it, these 3 are proving to be a real pain in the arse though. Especially this fucking guy. Biani is far too hurt to do anything really constructive right now. Tell you what, sneak around here. Once this guy dies, you can pick up his pole arm and then use it from a safe distance. God damn it! There goes his shield, finally, and then you miss him. Christoph, careful with that fucking bow of yours. Oof. Oof. What worries me is I don't have the fatigue to stun that raider now. Okay, good. This dude should die pretty soon. Yes, finally! Oh, god damn it. Now we're going to start eating shots from that tier 3 sword. Oh, good hit. Just wait there, don't get too close. If you get hit, you'll die. Ow. Okay, it's just one shot. And that block, thank God. Alvarin, can you potentially pick up a shield here somewhere? Yes, you can. And I don't think it's worth trying to go to smash his shield. He's almost exhausted. Just keep stabbing. Oh, Christoph with the clutch shot. Well done, mate. So Olaf, you're far more accurate with a ranged weapon. One more hit and this nerd's gonna die. Tried to decapitate Alvarin, the bastard. Go on, Lefrick. Oh. Okay, he's exhausted and warmed up. Damn, we still got loads of fatigue on this guy. The fact that he's shield walling is totally fine. I don't mind that at all. Good, now we can give him the classic old surround and stab. The net and surround and stab. Also, even the archers, if you can even pick up something that's going to help with the stabbing, then feel free to do so. There's a lot of decapitated nerds on this battlefield. Tough fight. I enjoyed it though, it was a good fight. Cunibert, maybe. I don't think I need you actually. Just help with the surround if he decides to run for it. Salia, just try to stun him. There you go. Bjarni, you can come stab, but wait till he's fully fleeing. Which should be pretty soon. Olaf, you don't need to have a shield out because he's going to be fleeing very, very soon. His morale is still fine, but once we start getting those little dagger stabs in, his morale will break very, very quickly, and I can't say I blame him. Cunibert, don't you have a dagger? Oh, that's right, you are an archer, actually. You could make the argument for breaking his shield, but I don't think it's necessary. When he's netted and fully surrounded, everyone's going to be stabbing at about 60%. In fact, you lads can even switch away from your 45%. Okay, well, all things considered, it's actually pretty accurate. This poor guy, 11 against 1. He's so boned. You are so boned. He's fighting for his life, though. I can respect that. It's futile, but I can respect that. A couple of these are going to get through, and he's going to start freaking out. Fucking guy's not going down easy. There it is. One more. He didn't break out of the net, the fool. Olaf hasn't got a shield, so I do need to make sure I stab this nerd quick. But he's surrounded by 6 guys, all with daggers. Kunold the Brigand, for such an unassuming name, this guy's a fucking badass, like he's in the Matrix. We just can't get a dagger through. Oh my word. Nope, you stay netted, nerd. Olaf. Get him. I mean, this is where a dagger specialist would have come in handy, but the thing is, I mean, we're not under any threat here, really. It's just taking a long time. It's a bit annoying. He should be, yeah, he's fully exhausted. All he's going to do now is just keep using shield wall every turn. It's just a matter of time until a few of these admittedly low percentage stabs get through. And the lads are taking breaks. Oh, it's exhausting trying to stab this guy every turn. Ouchie. There it is. Good, nice fleeing at least. So now he can't keep his shield wall up, and he's easier to hit. Zalia, do the honors for us. Good lad. Aim for the armpit. Nice la, noble sword. Nice la, lamellar harness. We didn't get his helmet, which sucks. It's untouched, so that's unlucky. We did lose our backup sergeant, which sucks. All that really means is we are in the market for a person who's going to have high resolve. Raiden's the sergeant. Oh, look at that skill. What do I take on him now? Brawny. He doesn't have enough fatigue. Fatigue's an issue for him. In fact, I don't need him to be that much of a DPS source. It's great if he is, but his job is to stop guys from freaking out at a clutch moment. So I've just taken Brawny, and then I'll probably take Recover on the next level. Same thing for you, New the Knight. Even if they're average fighters, it's actually fine. It's far more important that they are able to use their skills. Are there any replacement nerds up front? Nope. And the second noble sword. Hoorah! 63 accuracy, use the noble sword. Bam. What I kind of want to do is I want to put someone here with a fighting axe, someone here who's fairly low accuracy, then I put the two noble swords next to him, so whoever shield he breaks is going to have a bad time. And we lost the flail, didn't we? Yes, exhaustion. This is from that ability where we had them work out. It gave them all some extra fatigue. It just means they're exhausted for a few days. That takes you down only 3 less. Okay, not bad. Who else up front here actually has brawny and decent fatigue? Zalia. Nice. It's getting to the point where I need to start thinking about buying some tier 2 two-handed weapons for these raiders. Nice, we've got a second heater shield. Just looking at the fatigue numbers, 81 fatigue, 77, yeah, that's okay. Good work, lads, good work. 105 head armor, this is 110. Is it worth the extra 1 fatigue? I think so. Looking up, boys. I'm very pleased with where we are. Oh man, if we found a hedge knight in a brigand group, I'd be so pleased. Because that's, if you play it right, that's essentially free armor of the highest caliber. Wait a second, who was it that got killed, or did they get knocked down? Was it a kill or a knockdown? It was an outright kill. Oh yes, they got slightly decapitated. And people don't tend to get up from that. Okay. Who is missing some bandages? I also need to buy a falcon. I need to give someone this flail. 50 accuracy, 59. Actually, you know what? You can use the flail. And then I will leave you there on that side of the formation. Bam. You go straight around a shield. How about like that? Yeah, okay, so bam and bam. Nice la. We didn't even have a mission active. But that's fine. That was a great fight. I'm very pleased with how that went. I'm thinking whether I should start looking for a backup sergeant immediately. Potentially it's not necessary. I mean, it's one of the bonuses of having two sergeants, is that if one of them dies, you at least have a main sergeant while the other one gets trained up. So I think on that basis I don't need to specifically go for a backup sergeant right now. We do have some work though. We are pretty unemployed. What can we get rid of? I think the hooked blade I want to hang on to. The skirmish axes I'll never use. I don't need the hand axe. This is actually junk at this point. We'll only hang on to 2 spare round shields. We don't need that many in reserve. We'll hang on to the spears. 306 is expensive, but I need at least 1. And 87 and 60, that's not bad.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Ilham, thank you for the follow, my man. Appreciate it. It's going well. We just got our hands on some nice lamellar armor. Money's getting a bit low. Let's run down to, was it Schwertberg that had the it was Finsterwalde. Yes, Finsterwalde. We'll sort of set up shop around here. I need to do enough jobs for them so I can have money to buy the fancy wood, and then hopefully my shitty little Fletcher will make us a legendary bow. Oh man, smoked ribs are so good. Oh, they're delicious. Like when the meat's falling off the bone. Oh god, it's so good. When you have them with curly fries. Curly fry, oh god, and I'm hungry now. Okay, that's the end of the stream. I need to go eat. I really hope there's a patrol mission for me here. What do you have for us? 1 skull goblins. That's actually doable. Fine. Also, who do we have here? We have a poacher, which I don't particularly need to hire. The main thing is this. At the next mission, we'll do that. We'll buy that. Let's take a look-see here. Zalia, you can use the noble sword. 64 accuracy, very nice. I'm probably going to end up fighting these goblins at night. We'll see what the makeup is of the goblins that we're fighting. Your archers are essentially useless against goblins because almost all of them have anticipation and nimble. They are fucking impossible to hit with ranged weaponry. Okay, let's take a little break. When we come back, we'll be destroying a ruined hut northwest of Seastead. Which is where? Where's Seastead? Oh, there it is. God, please don't tell me it's a swamp fight. Oh, puke. Fighting goblins in the swamp. Ugh. Okay, we have that to look forward to. Hope it goes well.